Hi everyone and welcome back to my 30-week pregnancy update. I'm really sorry, I had meant to do an update after the 24-week one, but things have been very busy around here. We started filming shortly after I did the 24-week update, and then we were away on holiday, and we've literally just got back a few weeks ago, and it's just been so busy, so I've just not had chance to sit down and do it. But anyway, now that I'm 30 weeks, I thought, right, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna give you a little update as what's been going on. Basically, I feel huge. I feel like she's grown so much in 6 weeks. It's ridiculous. I just feel massive. I know that she's quite a big baby. I definitely feel like she's had a massive growth spurt in between 24 and 26 weeks. She definitely, she just grew. She just seemed to just grow so much in that space of time that I just feel huge. Anyway, at 26 weeks I had a GTT test, which is basically just test you for pregnancy diabetes, and that was absolutely fine. Although for anybody that's had one of them tests, they will know that that drink is vile. Did not like it, and it makes me feel just not very well at all. I think it's just horrible, and it makes me feel really sick after I've had it. So it was not pleasant. Anyway, the good news was that that was all fine, totally normal, nothing to worry about. So that was all good. I can still eat and drink and everything that I want within reason, obviously, because a lot of things give me really bad heartburn now, really bad heartburn. I have been suffering really badly with horrible like reflux during the night, and it would just wake me up during the night, and I just feel like I was just going to be sick. It was horrible. Anyway, I got some, I think they're called ranitidine from the doctors, and they've been absolutely brilliant. Godsend. For anybody that's suffering really badly with heartburn, I would definitely recommend those. They do work. I've tried Gaviscon before. I can't, honestly, I hate the stuff, it's horrible. But these are like tablets, and you just have 2 a day, so you'll have one in the morning and then one before you go to bed, and I've not had anything, not suffered with it at all. It's been brilliant. So I'd really recommend that if anybody's suffering really badly with heartburn. Go and get some ranitidine, because it does work. What else has been happening? So we had a 4D scan at 28 weeks, and it was so lovely. We got to see all of her lovely little features of her face. She was in literally the most perfect position ever. She was kind of head down but facing outwards, so we got a really good look of her face, and she was pulling some really funny faces. She was basically opening her mouth, sticking her tongue out. You could see her drinking. You could actually even see her practicing breathing, which I thought was amazing. Absolutely amazing that you could see that. You could see her chest, you know, rising because she was practicing. I just thought, wow, the things that you can see on those scans are amazing. And she was, what else was she doing? Her foot was basically up here, so that cannot be comfortable for them at all, can they? But we did see that she got really big feet, which is just like what Archie's were like. He had really big feet as well. And she does look like Archie. Really does look like Archie. And a bit like Phoebe as well. I just love how you can see their little features and who they look like even before they're even born. I just think it's amazing to get to see that. And the kids were like, oh, look at her little nose. She's got like a cute little button nose that looks just like Archie's. I did put them pictures on our Instagram, so if you don't follow us on there, maybe just go and have a look at them, because they are lovely. You can get to see who she looks like. But we had that scan on the Tuesday. Everything was absolutely fine, totally normal. And then I went for my hospital growth scan on the Friday. So I was 28 plus 4, I think I was. And it showed that she got slight increased fluid levels around her. There was quite a big pocket, and when she measured it, she said that it should be up to 8 centimetres, and I think it was like 8.9 or something, so it wasn't like massively increased, but it was increased. And she just said could be a number of different things. She checked her kidneys and her bladder. They were all absolutely fine, working normally, no problem at all. But her bladder was empty, and because she's quite a big baby, she's weighing 3 pound 2 ounces at the moment, so she's quite big, and she's on the top line of the growth chart that they do. She's pretty much on the top one, so she is a big baby. So I think probably what she's done is she's maybe had a big drink and then just peed it all back out, which is what I think is what she's done. But we won't know until we go back for another scan, which is this coming Friday, so 2 weeks after the other scan, and then they'll just check the level again. If it's still raised or if it's got higher, then they'll just keep a closer eye on me, because there's a number of things that it could be, but that one of them that they wouldn't know until after she was born, so they just keep a closer eye on me. But I think it is just a case of she's just had a big wee and it's just increased the fluid level. I don't feel like there's loads of extra fluid in there, so I think that's probably the logical explanation, but we just have to see. The consultant was not really worried. She said it could just be because she's a big baby, she just had a drink and then just peed it all out because her bladder was actually empty. I do think that that's what it is, but we'll have to just wait and see what happens with that. But I'm not worried. I think she's fine. She's happy in there. She's definitely very active, very active. I think on my 24-week update, I think I said that, you know, she was moving, but her movements weren't that strong because I've got an anterior placenta which is at the front. Anyway, since about 26 weeks, oh, she's so active, and honestly it's not stopping the movements at all. I can feel them really, really well. You can see her little feet and hands going for it, so it definitely doesn't affect me feeling her moving, which is good, because I did think, oh, I'm probably going to be not feeling it as much as I felt the others because it's at the front, and sometimes when you have that kind of placenta you don't feel as strong a movement. But I can definitely say that she is very active, and her kicks are getting a lot stronger, so that's good. But yes, 30 weeks, so I've probably only got about 8 weeks left. It's gone so quick, honestly, so quick. Although having said that, usually when I get to 30 weeks and you've got those last 10 weeks, they drag. But I'm thinking, because we had a nice breakaway a few weeks ago, that's kind of broken it up a bit, and it's gone quite quick. So I think it will. I think these last, you know, 8 to 10 weeks are going to go quite quickly. And also this week we have finally chosen a name for our baby girl, and we've gone for a lovely, lovely name. I think it's going to suit her. I really do. From the 4D scan that we had, I think it's really going to suit her. I have to say that the name suggestions that everybody commented on the vlog, the 24-week vlog that we did asking for name suggestions, they were all lovely. Love reading through all of those names. And the middle name that we are going to probably choose for our baby girl is one of them that quite a lot of you commented, but obviously you're not going to get to find out until after she's here. But yeah, I think it's going to really suit her. And surprisingly, as soon as I said this name, we were kind of just sitting down having our tea, and I just said, oh, what do you think of this name? And everybody went, oh, love it, love it, love it. So, and even Noel loved the name, so we just had to go with that one because, yeah, everybody loves it, which is good. We've all decided together that that is what she will be called. Yeah, so probably another 8 more weeks and then she'll be here. I can't believe it. Not much longer really. I've also decided that I think I'm going to get a new pram. I know I said I loved my donkey, and I do love my donkey, but I've had it for quite a few years now, and I'm thinking I would quite like to get a new pram. So there's a few in the running at the moment. I quite like the egg double. So there's that one, and then there's the new Silver Cross one, that's the double, which I really like. But it's deciding between the two. I can't make my mind up, but I think definitely going to go with a new pram. So yes, that's the other news. I've decided to do it. People are going, oh my goodness, how many prams have you had? Loads. But to be fair, I've not bought a new pram for Phoebe and Archie, so I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I think I'm due one. So that's about it. That's about all that's been happening. I must admit though that in the last week I've started getting these horrible pregnancy nightmares. They're not nice, they wake me up, and they are just horrible. And it's funny, I never used to get these horrible pregnancy nightmares before we lost Alfie, but since losing Alfie, yeah, they're just horrible. And they wake me up, and then you just can't get back off to sleep, and it takes me ages to settle after I've had one of these horrible nightmares. I know that they're quite common in pregnancy, but I never used to suffer with them, but yeah, for the past week, they've not been very nice. So, yeah, I don't like those. But other than that, I am sleeping really well. I think the ranitidine for the heartburn has definitely helped me get a good night's sleep, because I'm not waking up with awful heartburn that makes me feel like I'm just going to be sick. So, yeah, that's definitely helped. But apart from that, there's not really much else that's been going on. I just feel a lot bigger. And I think that if she's kind of on the right hand side, I tend to feel more breathless because she's kind of pushed right underneath that rib. But if she's not and she's on the left hand side, I'm a lot better. But I had my bloods tested for that actually, and they were absolutely fine. A little bit lower. I think they were kind of just borderline on being anemic, but they weren't. And then I had them done again at 28 weeks, and I've not heard anything, so I'm assuming that they're all right. So that's good. It was nothing like that. I think it was just the fact that she'd had a massive growth spurt, and my lungs had just gone, oh my goodness, I've got no room, because she just squished me. But since then I've been fine, and I'm feeling really, really good in myself. Although when we got back off holiday, I wasn't really. I was feeling just not right at all for like a week. Just really kind of, just a bit sickly, and just not myself at all for a week after we got back off holiday. And then poor Casper, he had an awful tummy bug after we got back off holiday, and I think it was, I don't know, maybe it was just something that was on the plane, and because you know planes can just harbour all and horrible germs, and I just feel like me and Casper were just a bit of the unlucky ones that maybe picked something up on the plane. But we're absolutely fine now. Casper's over his tummy bug, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm really, really good, so that's good. But yeah, I definitely didn't feel great after we got back off holiday, but all good now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loads more energy now, which is good. Although I'm kind of thinking that probably in the next 5 weeks I'll be back to having no energy at all. But at the moment I am loving it. I'm getting loads of jobs done, and yeah, just feel really good. So that's about it for my 30-week update. I'll just give you a little bump shot update actually, whilst I think of it. So that's my 30-week bump. I think she's quite low actually, but yeah, definitely grown. 30 weeks. Well, that's it for my 30-week pregnancy update. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!